Hello and welcome to the beautiful city of Seoul here in South Korea. Look at that, guys. I have my own private rooftop terrace that comes with this Airbnb. Let me show you what 45 or maybe 50 US dollars a night can get you here in the capital of South Korea. Also, look at this. This is an area that's not very touristy, but it's pretty cool. This is the window to the bathroom with a mosquito net, and then this is the room. It's not as impressive as the rooftop terrace, I'll be honest with you guys. There's a bathroom, you know, it does the trick. And then this is my room. The bed is rock hard, so that's a downside. But then again, it is of course much cheaper than most Airbnbs. And then you know, fridge, a little kitchenette, and then this is me. So this is yeah, what about 40, I don't know, 47, $48 gets you here in Seoul. I did book just a few days before I arrived, so I could have done better, but I think that's pretty good regardless. Also, look at this. I have my own private entranceway. Ooh, so nice. Let's go and have coffee. And there we go, guys. Leaving my very traditional Korean building and onto the streets of Seoul. This is a very residential area, so I don't want to talk too loud. Also, there have been incidents recently of streamers kind of disturbing the peace here in South Korea, so I don't want to be one of those nuisance streamers or vloggers. I feel like I kind of underestimated how awesome this area is. Look at that, there's a denim vintage store. There seemed to be a couple thrift shop in this neighborhood, and the coffee shop was pretty cool. The whole architecture and vibe of this area is awesome. So now I'm heading to a train station nearby where I'm gonna take a metro to the center of the city, essentially. It's just like 20 minutes away, not too far at all. Look at the brick architecture in this area. And there's a beauty salon. Yeah, it's definitely a nicer area here in Seoul. I'm pretty certain about that. And with that, we've made it to a main street. Look at the sidewalk over here. It just goes up randomly and then goes back down. But we have to cross the street over here. What street is this? Seoul Syrup Day Row 14 Jill. And this is Seoul Syrup Day Row 102. Yeah, I have no idea. The street names are extremely confusing to me, but it's a pretty nice area. Lots of high-rises in this neighborhood. And as I said, we're not too far from the center. We are across the river from Gangnam. If you know Gangnam Style, we're just across the road from that. Also, last night I had to go from the airport to get here, and I had to take an airport bus because I arrived so late. There was no other mode of transport. A taxi would have been like 50 or 60 or $70, something like that, something crazy. Yeah, so I took a bus. It was like $12, $13, and then I had to take another bus, so it took like 2.5 hours to get here. Also like how they have these things which tell you how long is left on the traffic light, and then it starts blinking and they go down. That's how it goes here in Korea. This is the Lotte department store over there. Lotte being one of the biggest companies here in South Korea. Also, Lotte Tower, the tallest building in the country. Haven't seen it yet. We'll definitely get it on camera when I'm there. And this is a train station. You see all those train tracks. See you in the center. Let's go. Alright guys, we have made it to the center. This station is called Yongno 3 Samga, I think. This is what it looks like, very central. Yeah, the palaces are very close by. I'm not going to visit them today because I woke up late and there's just not too much time left. But instead we're going to walk around. Maybe we're going to go to the main shopping street of the city, which should be not too far away. So let's see what there is and explore Seoul a little bit more. These billboards remind me a lot of Taiwan, China, and all that stuff. You get them a lot in, you know, East Asian countries in general. Look how everything's plastered with these yeah, advertisements. I'm kind of fascinated by the Korean language. It looks unlike anything else you see, even in East Asia. It's very unique, very, very unique. I love how the traffic lights talk to you. That's pretty crazy. Again, never seen that anywhere else. But yeah, this is the situation over here. It doesn't look that central, to be honest, and I do see mountains in the background. I don't know, so far Seoul has looked the exact same everywhere I went. So let's see if it will be different when we get to the shopping street. Well, that's actually pretty cool, guys. There's a little stream. I don't want to call it a river, but yeah, definitely a stream with two pedestrian paths on each side. I guess this is for joggers, for walkers, for bicycle riders, and we have a lot of really nice high rises. This thing is called Highview Hotel Venue, Hyundai Engineering. All right, guys, I walked for another 10 minutes past some businesses and corporate headquarters. This is the business district. There's also a Lotte hotel over there. A lot of hotels are Lotte here in Seoul, and that over there is the TV tower that you can even get onto. I think it costs around, was it $15, something like that, to get on, on top of it. Might be worth it because it is also on the mountain, so you will get great views of the entire city. There's a public bus which I will get on, but yeah, lots of businesses over here, lots of corporate headquarters. So let's cross the street again and I don't know, get to the shopping street. I suppose it should be somewhere around here. Let's find it. Here's another metro station, and I do struggle a lot with the names here in Seoul. This one says Yul 01 Ilga Station, which is online too. It all has a numbering, not just this very difficult name, at least for me, but also a number. And the same is true with the boulevards. This is Myeongdong 9jil. So I suppose this is Myeongdong Boulevard, and this is like the 9th Myeongdong Road. Apparently there should be a lot of cool food stalls that we can try out. Not gonna do that today. I'm gonna come back and make a food video here at a later point in time, because Korea has some of the best food in Asia. Look at that. Price-wise, not bad either. This is like $7 for a meal. Something else that I've noticed a lot is that a lot of restaurants and businesses advertise their food with K-pop groups. So like this girl group over here, I'm not sure what group this is, but they're advertising Mom's Touch, which has a chicken burger by the looks of it. So it looks to be a fast food place, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was like the party area of Seoul. And I'm pretty sure that guy right there is the one and only Heung-min Son, the best South Korean player there is. I think he plays for Tottenham, maybe. I'm not sure if he's still at Tottenham. He definitely used to play at Tottenham, but yeah, he's very good. I'm not sure how good the South Korean football team is, but I know he is one of the best players in Asia. And that's the walking street, guys. Look at that. There's music sounding, and you can get Korean barbecue and various other dishes. Ooh, bibimbap. I've heard a lot about that one. Some fresh seafood as well. I see oysters or scallops, something like that. Some crabs as well, some hummus. Wow, these are massive. Look at these. Wow, these are giant crabs. And here we have the same thing again. Gongcha advertises with Felix Pick. At least that's what it said on the billboard before it changed. So that's this guy, I suppose. Could be a K-pop idol as well. Not entirely sure. And I hear somebody singing absolutely beautifully, an angelic voice. Also a clothing market over here. You can get some children's clothing, and then a lot of famous food. Obviously these potato rolls, hello, are sort of famous online. Damn, baby crab. Oh wow. Yeah, you can get a lot of cool stuff here that I will absolutely try. This is how much it costs as a crab for 6,000. You know, prices are not horrible. They're obviously not amazing, and this is the most touristy area of the city compared to Thailand, Malaysia, yeah, Philippines, all those countries I just visited. This is quite expensive, but I would say it's on the level of Taiwan, so not that bad, especially compared to places like Hong Kong and Singapore. This is way cheaper, way cheaper. And that's what a police car looks like here in Seoul, and a police station made out of brick, of course. Oh my god, guys, I cannot believe it. They have Heytea here in Korea. I think it's a Chinese tea shop. I had a lot of tea from Heytea when I was in China, so I'm hyped about this. Gonna probably get the grape tea if they have it here. Let's see. You have absolutely no idea how much I love Heytea, guys. I ordered a Yumberry Boom. Let's get it downstairs. That's mine, right? Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Oh, can I grab one here? Yeah. Thank you. After a whole month with no Heytea, because I was out of China, we are finally reunited. Let's try this one. I haven't actually never tried this one. I pretty much only had the grape one in China because that was my favorite, but let's see. That's the one, guys. Ooh, that's fruity, that's delicious. Awesome. This was about $4 US, 4.5 maybe. So not as cheap as it is in China, but worth it. Absolutely worth it, guys. There's a police bike over there. There's the TV tower, and I am on the way to the last stop of the day, which is Namsangol Hanok village. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a heritage type of area. I don't think there's a real old town or center bit of Seoul, so this is kind of like the best we got. Sort of a heritage type of place. Let's see. We have to cross the street to get there, but it should be right around the corner here. And there it is, guys, the entrance to this village. It looks really cool. It's right next to this park, this hill basically that the TV tower is on. So it's pretty much in the nature, immersed in nature. I'm not sure if there's a fee to enter. It actually doesn't look like it. I think I can just get inside, and it's open until 9 p.m. so that's fantastic. I also see some women dressed in red and a few in yellow, currently on a photo shoot. Not entirely sure what that's about. That is really cool, guys. I just don't want to be too loud because nobody's really talking, but look at this. You can look inside and see all the traditional Korean crafts. Wow, this is absolutely gorgeous. Of course, this has been restored, but I think this is just supposed to represent what Korean culture looks like, what Korean architecture looks like, or used to look like back in the old days. This is awesome. This place is just absolutely crazy. Absolutely stunning as well. But with that, I think this is a great place to end the video, with the TV tower in the distance. I'm gonna see you all very, very soon in the next one. Please like, please subscribe, and bye for now.